Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lakna for anyone new. In this video, I'm going to talk about the upcoming new moon, which in Vedic astrology is happening in Taurus, in the star nakshatra called Krittika. And this new moon is happening on May 16th or 17th, depending on where you live. So before I start, I just want to talk about the theme that I see coming up for the entire moon cycle for the month of May, which I feel is to do with really cutting open our heart so that it can be more open and free and receptive and aligned with truth and flow and harmony, and like our real open heart space is what is really coming up, because the previous full moon, which was Libra Swati, Libra is also ruled by Venus. This new moon in Taurus, which is the other Venus ruled star. And Swati, the previous full moon, Swati literally means sword, which has the ability to cut through any of the illusions that are keeping us out of alignment with balance and flow in relationships. And this new moon happening in Taurus in Krittika nakshatra, which is also symbolized by a whole bunch of sharp objects. There is like the knife, the sacred blade, axe, spear, also flame. So these are all symbolic of cutting, piercing through, burning away any drama, negativity, ignorance, pain, burdens, anything that is not of truth and of love. And yeah, there's just this powerful energy to help purify, to transmute, to clear away anything that is blocking our heart space. So there's a lot of heart clearing and opening taking place this month. And after that clearing, there will be a renewal that takes place and a new beginning, because this new moon symbolizes a new chapter that is starting in our life. So this is really powerful. This new chapter is going to be aligned with our heart, and anything that is like really not aligned with authentic love is wanting to be cleared. And the new moon is in Taurus, and Uranus in, like with the Vedic astrological calculations, Uranus is also in Taurus. It will be for many years. And Uranus is like very similar to the themes of Uranus is very similar to all of the lessons and themes that have been coming up with the previous full moon in Libra Swati. Themes to do with really being our authentic individual self. Activations and awakenings can take place with this new moon, with Uranus also there, to do with what we need to do to really be our authentic self and to really assist us in maintaining our and expanding and remembering who we are and tapping into more of who we are and expressing more of who we truly are individually and also in relationships with others, because with all of this Venus energy, it's a lot to do with relating with others as well. So with this new moon, the sun, the moon, Mercury, as well as Uranus will all be in Taurus. So Mercury has come up also in the previous full moon, and Mercury is our intellect. It is really our thoughts and our beliefs, the way that we communicate as well, which starts with our internal dialogue of how we speak to ourselves. And then that will really impact how we communicate with the world. Words are literally spells, so the way that we speak is so powerful and important. So it's a powerful ritual to do every full moon or new moon with this new moon, to meditate, to journal out your thoughts and write them down. And whatever thoughts and beliefs that we have about ourselves, like this, it's a really powerful time to ask yourself and journal about it. Like, what are the beliefs that you have about yourself that are not aligned with truth and love? And what do you need to do to shift and rewire your belief systems? Because your beliefs are just thoughts that you keep thinking, and it's just on repeat. And you can rewire those beliefs. They are not necessarily true. They're just thoughts that you are used to thinking that maybe someone along the line in your journey has programmed and conditioned you into believing about yourself that may not be true at all, and it may not be serving you at all. So it's something to think about, to feel about, to think about, to write about, to really release out of you with this new moon. Any conforming. So also the thoughts that may come up that may not be serving you, the belief systems. When it comes to relating with others, think about and maybe ask yourself, have you been conforming, adapting, adjusting yourself to keep the peace in any type of way that is not serving you and that is not authentic to your truth? And what do you need to do to now change that? Maybe it's like having better boundaries. Maybe it's like, spending less time with certain people, or speaking up and sharing your truth with others. And just doing the sometimes hard but necessary things necessary to create that balance. And this Taurus new moon is so powerful because it's going to ground all of this powerful shifts that were taking place with the previous full moon that were quite fast and expansive and airy. There's a lot of shifts taking place. This Taurus energy is going to help us ground and actually manifest and really create some solid, tangible results with like moving forward, to do with our heart, to do with love, to do with relationships. So what do you choose to plant now after the wind has cleared away the fog and the cloudiness of what is not authentic or aligned with your heart? What are you going to choose to now plant into the ground to grow for this next chapter? So the Agni, which is the fire god, is the bringing in the flames to burn away illusions, anything unconscious. So I've got written down to do with, to burn away the flames, to do with our conscious will, which is our sun, because the sun is in Taurus, our emotional readiness with the moon, and our mental clarity with Mercury. And it's going to give us this liberating insight with Uranus. And this is all about rerouting new foundations to grow and foster like new, more aligned connections, to strengthen existing connections, to rebuild and renew your sense of self and identity and security, and your sense of like your core values and your self-concept. And there's also a lot of sensual energy with Taurus. Taurus is connected to the senses and the body. So doing any embodiment practices, like listening to some music and really getting into your hips and dancing, or like doing anything creative like art, yoga, connecting with your senses, like through a nourishing meal perhaps, or like lighting up a candle, or like just like really setting up your space and the mood for yourself to feel good and sensual. Connecting with the earth as well, and sound, music I mentioned. Connecting with fire as well is going to be really powerful. like the candle or like any sort of fire ritual that you can do is going to be really powerful in this time. And so yeah, because Krittika is really connected to fire. Krittika is creative as well. It means to be creative. So like using that fiery, passionate energy to transmute through any sort of creative means. Krittika is also known for being critical. It literally sounds like critical, Krittika. And it's time to really think about and journal about any belief systems that are not serving us, that we're being too hard on ourselves, too critical, not coming from love for ourselves. Like it's important to critique ourselves in a way to help us grow and to perfect ourselves and like our goals and to really do our best. But you will know if you're being overly critical and it's not serving you or your growth, and if it's hindering you. So it's something to really think about as well. Krittika is actually ruled by the sun, so this theme is coming up so much. This entire year is a solar year, which is the sun, and the sun is our identity, our physical body. It's our pure light, our consciousness, the way that we show up and really shine our light and who we are at our core. And like Taurus is wanting us to be so like rooted and grounded in who we are, so that we feel centered and we feel like we can just really like show up as who we are authentically. So this energy of Taurus is bringing us like very slow but gradual and very sustainable growth with whatever intentions we place with this new moon. It's a really powerful one because it's an earth sign, which earth signs do create results and long-lasting tangible physical manifestations which we can create. And especially because Mercury of course my throat starts, I start to lose my voice when I'm talking about Mercury. But yeah, if that's happening to you, like really like sit with yourself, because maybe you're being asked to like slow down, to stop talking, to go more within. And I think I am being called to do that too, and I'm almost done with the video, so I'll do that. But yeah, with Mercury also being in Taurus at the time of this new moon, so it's really highlighting to us how important it is to connect with like our mind and our intellect by meditating and journaling whatever wants to come through, letting that come through, and thinking about what beliefs that we have about ourself and our identity, our self-concept, because that really impacts the way that we show up in the world. And Taurus is ruled by the second house in astrology, which is all about our self-worth, our values, our possessions, and yeah, the things that we own. And so money is a big part of it as well. And like there is a correlation with the way that we view ourselves and our worthiness and how much money that we make and how open we are to money. That doesn't mean that every person who's super wealthy also has a really great self-esteem. It doesn't mean that at all, but there definitely is a correlation there to think about being open and receptive to receiving money. And the second house also rules your voice, your throat, which I'm losing at the moment. It also rules like what you consume, because that's related to your throat as well, like when you're eating. So thinking about food and how you nourish yourself as well, and that is also really related to self-love and self-respect. Like, are you eating wholesome, nourishing foods that you know align with your mind, body, and spirit, or especially your body, but it's all connected. Like what you eat does impact every single aspect of your life. Like you are what you consume, so think about that as well. Like, are you respecting yourself with what you consume? Are you and consumption is not just through food, it's also through music, it's also through what you watch and what you give your attention to, with like energetically, in all sorts of ways, including people in your life. Like all this Venus heart stuff is all to do with connections, so that's something to think about as well. And the self-worth and the beliefs that you have about yourself is something to really reflect on, because that will impact every single aspect of your life, the way that you view yourself. And also possessions, the things that you own and what is of value to you, like your core values, is something to really reflect on, because these can shift and change, and it's good to reflect on your values every now and then. Especially it's like perfect timing with the start of a new moon, because this is the new chapter, and if something has shifted with your focus of what is your priorities in life, it's good to rewrite that story for yourself, so that you can shift your focus and your priorities to better adjust to your new reality now. And there's definitely so much shifting right now, so I'm sure that your values can definitely, your goals, your priorities, it can all shift. So yeah, it's just like a really powerful time to reflect on all of that. But yeah, besides that, I wish you all so much love, heart-centeredness, and expansion and healing, clearing, aligning, and all of the things that want to come through for you right now. And I wish you all so much love. And also don't forget to have a look at Taurus in your birth chart, any planets, and also the house placement of Taurus in your chart for obviously a deeper understanding. I also offer birth chart readings if you're interested. I have my Etsy, which is in my bio description, which you can have a look, or you can send me a message or a comment or an email, which I'll link somewhere for you below. But yeah, besides that, wish you all a beautiful month in May and beautiful moon cycle, and I will see you in my next video.